Hope you guys like that opening. It's one of my friend's girlfriend that is stationed over in Japan. But Food Wars Season 1. Guys, when this anime first came out, I didn't believe the hype around it because people always hype up stuff and then it doesn't live up to the hype. But I can guarantee you that this season and this show lives up to the hype. Now, I just got done finished watching Season 1. I'm going to get into Season 2. But I'm going to give my whole thoughts on the full Season 1. And I'm going to start reviewing Season 2, but I'm going to start at Episode 8, which comes out on Saturday. So sorry for the wait, guys, but I'm still going to be putting out more videos during that time. Now, I'm going to go with all the good stuff first, and I'm going to get into the bad. Number 1. This show is extremely funny. Every time someone eats a delicacy or eats a delicious plate, they give off a reaction and the shockwave aftermath from it, which is hilarious. Now, before I get into more of that, let me just go down the storyline. I'm going to try to get into it without giving out spoilers. But basically, it's a story about a guy who family runs a diner. Basically, it's him and his dad. And he's 15 years old. He's in junior high. And his dad signed him up for a prestige academy, culinary academy. But he didn't want to go to it. So basically, he was being forced to do it. And it was during the semester, so he got transferred. Now, basically, him and his dad are chefs. He learned everything culinary from his dad. Now, as he gets into this the school, he sees more competition, and it helps him to build his skill to make him a better chef. Now, basically that's the first half of the story, and then we go into like different sections of the story where we have time skips for vacation during the semester, summer vacation, and then a festival. Basically, it goes down that list for the first season. Now, back to the point. It's extremely funny. And as a food anime, I didn't expect much of it because I was like, what all could he do to make a food anime good, exceed expectations? But it's a breath of fresh air. Me, I'm an action anime fan. Fantasy action anime, that's me. But this anime here is definitely a breath of fresh air. It revolves around a whole list of characters that helps to build a story. And it has a main character, but they don't focus too much on him. They focus more on the people around him. They focus more on the food. Because I was wondering, how could you have a food anime and put the focus around food and it be entertainment or entertaining? But surprisingly, they did a extremely good job. There's always new characters. Now, again, back to the aftermath / scenarios after tasting a dish. Kind of like joke sections. They would have like little emojis, little miniaturized characters. I thought it was extremely funny in how they would use it. Extremely funny. It has a little bit of action pack in it. Now, the characters are all interesting. Now, what makes these characters interesting are everyone is specialized in a single category of food. Meaning, someone would be specialized in dry foods, fermenting, smoke, meat. It's just extremely well put. Very, very, very well put. And also, at the end of this season, we see where all of the characters that the show is centered around, how they earn their nicknames and how they get nicknames at the end of it. Also, I placed that first section of the this video, the intro, because I was thinking, if the voice actors are as cute as the real anime actors, Japan is essentially heaven. Essentially heaven. Now, I haven't went and Googled the voice actors because I don't want to be let down, so I'm gonna stay over here in my facade that everything is gonna be cute and the voices are gonna stay is how I imagine it. versus if I was to go and Google the real voice actors and then they'd be ugly. So nah. Another thing about this anime too is very, very colorful. It doesn't look like they took any shortcuts. It doesn't look like they take any shortcuts. Now, some of the characters are mainly in a dorm where it takes place, where you would go after your classes, after any food contests, after anything like that. Basically, their hangout spot. And at this spot, you get to learn more about the characters. You might even get to learn more about the characters in certain events, like the training camp from Hell. You learn more about the characters from there. The festival that they take place in, which I'm guessing season 2 is going to be a continuation of the top tournaments or the top contestants in the tournament. But I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also looking forward to the future of this anime. Now, I know that this anime is going to be running for, I would say, probably about a good four more years. Now, I'm not going to read the manga. I think this anime is very colorful and bright, and I think the anime does it justice, so I'm not going to ruin that by reading the manga, which is just black and white. So I'm just going to stick to the episode reviews. And if you guys want to see more reviews, you can just subscribe to the channel. Let me know any comments you guys have down in the comment section. Like the video if you do. But now I'm going to get into the bad parts. Now, there's only 2 gripes that I found with the bad parts. After I let you guys know this, I'll get into the final review score. One is they didn't do a good job with the time skip stamps. Now, when Soma, which is the main character, went on summer break, they didn't really said, okay, you're on summer break. No, they just dumped you in the middle of a scenario where he's on break and he has to take care of some situation. They didn't put that bright in front center. Now, it was another scenario too when they went on summer break. They didn't do a good job of that, but I'm guessing that they leave some of that spot blank to cover in the next season, which is okay, but I didn't like how they didn't say, okay, end of summer, school break. End of school break, return to school. I didn't like how they didn't label that, because it kind of leaves you blind in the timeline. And number 2, they spent too much time on Megumi. I think that she's not even the main character, but they kept replaying her past and how she got her good luck charm. They kept replaying that over and over, and I just thought that it wasn't necessary. And she's an okay character, but it's not necessary, because if you're gonna give her that much time, you might as well give everyone else the same amount of time, which they hasn't done. And I don't know why that they're centering around her. Maybe there's a reason for it, but as of now, there's no reason for it. But either way, guys, I'm gonna give this first season of Food Wars Shogeki no Soma a 9 out of 10. Now, the 1 came from the time snap and everything, but this anime is extremely funny, action-packed. It's very good. I had a blast watching it, and I can't wait to get into season 2. And again, I hope you guys like the intro of this video. Basically a friend that's stationed in he's in the Marines and he's stationed over in Japan. Of course, I'm not gonna give you a lot of information about that, but either way, like I said, the voice actors are the same as the anime characters. Japan is heaven.